My name is Elena. I'm 23 years old. I live in a small coastal town called Rivenshore, where the ocean breeze carries secrets and the nights feel longer than the days. I never thought my life would become a storm of emotions tangled in love, lies, and betrayal. But it happened. And this is my story. It all began when I met a boy named Kel. His presence was magnetic, the kind that pulls you in before you even realize it. He wasn't like anyone else in Rivenshore. His words dripped with charm, and his eyes held a kind of mystery that made me curious enough to step closer every single time. I was a girl with dreams, someone who trusted too easily, and he knew how to use that against me. At first, Kel made me feel like I was the only girl in the world. The way he laughed at my silly jokes, the way he texted me late at night just to say goodnight, the way he held my hand when I felt alone. It all felt like the beginning of a love story I had always prayed for. I told him about my childhood, my fears, and even the scars I hid from the world. And he listened so carefully, as if every detail mattered. But little did I know, my words were being stored as weapons in his hands. As weeks turned to months, Kel became the center of my world. I canceled plans with friends just to spend more time with him. I wrote his name on the corners of my notebooks like a schoolgirl in love. My heart would race whenever his name lit up my phone screen, and I believed with all my soul that he was the one. He made promises, promises of forever, promises of building a future, promises of standing by me even when the world turned against us. And like a fool, I believed every single one. But slowly, I started noticing cracks in the beautiful picture he painted. He would disappear for hours without telling me where he was. He would cancel on me with excuses that didn't add up. Once I even saw him with another girl, laughing in a way that once belonged to me. But when I asked, he told me she was just a friend. And I trusted him again. My heart wanted to believe his lies more than my mind wanted to see the truth. Then came the day when he asked me for help. He told me he was struggling financially, that he couldn't trust anyone else but me, and that if I truly loved him, I would support him. My savings, the money I had put aside for my own dreams, my college plans, and even my small art business, all of it slipped through my fingers into his hands. I gave it willingly, thinking I was helping the love of my life stand on his feet. He hugged me tight that night and whispered, "You'll never regret this, Elena." But those words turned out to be the cruelest lie of all. Because after that night, Kel started to change completely. His sweet texts became shorter, his calls became rare, and his excuses became endless. He was no longer the boy who once looked at me like he was his entire world. He was distant, cold, and almost a stranger. I tried holding on. I begged him to tell me what was wrong. I cried in silence, hoping he would see the love I still carried for him. But Kel was slipping away faster than I could hold on. Until one evening, my heart broke into pieces I could never put back together. I saw him again, with that same girl I once asked about, except this time he wasn't hiding. He was holding her hand, looking at her with the same smile he once reserved for me. The truth hit me harder than any storm. The boy I trusted, the boy I loved with everything I had used me. He had taken my money, my trust, my love, and left me hollow. My hands shook, my tears blurred my vision, and I couldn't breathe as I confronted him. But instead of guilt, he laughed, a laugh that cut deeper than any knife. He told me I was too easy to fool, that I gave him everything without him even asking, that I was nothing but a chapter in his story while she was the real ending he wanted. I stood frozen, my soul screaming, my heart shattering into tiny pieces while his words echoed inside me. I couldn't believe that the boy who once kissed my forehead, who once promised forever, was the same boy who now looked at me like I was disposable. I went home that night, broken, drowning in tears, questioning every moment we had shared, wondering if any of it was real. The pain was unbearable, but somewhere in the middle of my darkness, a small fire sparked inside me. I realized that Kel had taken so much from me, but he didn't take everything. He didn't take my strength, he didn't take my ability to rise again, and he didn't take the lessons I had learned. Yes, he used me, but he also taught me never to let anyone else do it again. He taught me the value of self-love, the importance of guarding my heart, and the strength of standing back up even when life knocks you down. Today, when I look back, I don't see Kel as the love of my life anymore. I see him as the greatest lesson I ever learned. Because sometimes the people who break you the most are the ones who teach you how to rebuild yourself even stronger. And though my heart still carries the scars, I wear them proudly as reminders that I survived. And yes, I was used, but I am not broken anymore. I am unshakable.